Hey guys, welcome to the top 10 maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. With 10 maps scheduled to be in the game at launch, I've decided to rank the top 10 maps from the original Call of Duty 4. As a quick note, maps from the DLC pack were excluded, so you're not going to be seeing maps such as Broadcast and Chinatown on this list. And before we get into this video, if you do like Call of Duty top 5s and top 10s and you have not subscribed yet, make sure you do so down below. So starting us off at number 10, it is going to be the map Showdown. If you guys have played respawn game types such as Domination and Headquarters on this map, you probably have a few nightmares, to be honest, because this middle area where I'm coming through, there's a lot of objectives there. The B flag, a headquarters spot. It was just one of the hardest spots in the map to hold because you're surrounded on all four sides and you got ×3 frag coming in, ×3 stun, and RPGs, people just knocking you right off the pillar. It's one of the hardest spots in the entire game to control. But overall, it always led to a fun, fast-paced, just frenetic style of game, and that's why it comes in at number 10. Coming in at the number 9 spot, it is going to be the smallest map in the game. It's going to be Shipment. This map was basically just a 1v1 map. Sometimes you'd get matched up in this for 6v6 public matches, but if you did, you were either having a great game or you're having a really poor game. There was rarely ever an in-between, because you were just raining grenades down, airstrikes, helicopters, or you were on the receiving end of it. So this map was always a fun map to play, in my opinion. I know my friends really liked it, but there's times where we're on the wrong end of it, and this was the worst map in the game. So taking all that into consideration, especially being a 1v1 heavy style of map, that's why it's got to come in at the number 9 spot. And coming in at the number 8 spot, it is going to be the map Strike. If you guys have played this map on Modern Warfare 2 as well as Call of Duty 4, you probably have nothing but good memories because this was one of the most well-rounded maps of all time. It was great for different styles of gameplay such as shotgun users, submachine gun players. It had long lines of sight for snipers and assault rifle players. And it was personally one of my favorite search and destroy maps, hands down, of all time. And before I go any further, guys, I want to give a big thank you to Max for helping me out getting these gameplays. I got on Call of Duty 4 earlier today, but I only got matched into about 2 lobbies within an hour. There's just not enough people online playing it to populate all the playlists. So once again, thank you, Max. And I'm going to put your gamer tag up on the screen now so everyone can see it. If you guys are on Xbox Live, go ahead and add him. And coming in at number 7, we have the map Vacant, yet another map to make it into 2 separate Call of Duty titles. This map was in Call of Duty 4 as well as Modern Warfare 2, and one of the reasons why I feel like it was such a well-renowned, well-received map was because it was playable outside as well as inside the buildings. Right here on screen you can see the outside gameplay, which really favored sniper rifles, but this was one of the few maps in Call of Duty history to do it right with the inside area of the map as well as outside, and it comes in at number 7. And at the number 6 spot, we have the map Ambush, and this is a sleeper pick because I rarely hear people talk about this map when they mention the best maps in Call of Duty 4. But personally, I feel like this map was so fun to play. I think it has a lot to do with this middle area that you can see on screen right now where I died. You see me just rushing for that underground tunnel, and that was just such a nice element to this game. This was, I believe, the only map besides Pipeline that had tunnels like that you could run through. And overall, I think that made it a fantastic map, and that's why it's going to come in at the number 6 spot. And coming in at the number 5 spot, we have one of the most recognizable sniping maps ever in Call of Duty. It's going to be Overgrown. On screen, you see right now just what I'm talking about. I'm alive a total of probably 4 seconds, and I've already died twice to the sniper rifle. So as I spawn in, I'm going to go for my 3rd try on the sniper. I got the M14 in hand. I'm just trying to use a lot of different guns to show the people who haven't played this game what different types of weapons are going to be available this November. But I get a nice spawn here right behind the guy, get a free kill. And this bridge over to the right, if you guys haven't played the game before, when you play Search and Destroy, run directly to that bridge and look straight across the other side of the map. There's going to be a wooden bridge over there. Just aim down sight, and that's where I got my first ever collateral. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite spot is on that map. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Bog, which is just an old school map at its finest. What really sets this map apart from all the other maps in Call of Duty 4 is its dark and gloomy environment. Also, the layout to this map is very basic, but somehow it just manages to work well together. And with seeing so many bright and punchy colored futuristic maps in the past 2 Call of Duty games, I wouldn't mind seeing more maps of this style return to future Call of Duty titles. So you guys tell me, what are your guys' thoughts on all the futuristic kind of maps that we've had in the last 2 Call of Duty games? Would you like to go back to a more old school style map like we have here on Bog? Or do you guys prefer the futuristic and the brightly colored maps? Let me know down below. And starting off our top 3, we have the map Crossfire, and this was so hard to choose the order of the top 3 maps, but hands down this map does belong in the top 3. Maps 3, 2, and 1. They all belong in the top 3. It's just whatever order you put them in, I'm totally fine with, but this map is definitely a top 3 map. And one of the cool things about this map is that there's a ton of different glitch spots. I'm actually going to show you guys one on screen right here. Once you're back to this area of the map that I am, you're going to jump on top of the chair and then see that brick on screen where the bullet holes are. You're going to aim for that brick and you're going to jump on top of it and try and curve your analog stick to the right as you're landing. Now once you're up there, you're going to walk to the top to see where the final barrier is. Back up a few steps and then jump in between those 2 blocks as I did on screen, and then you're good to go. Once you're up here, you're going to walk to the top left corner of this block that I'm standing on, pull out an RPG, aim it to the ground, and as soon as the rocket comes out, you want to jump and hold back at the same time. As you can see, I missed the first time, but it's all about timing. I'm actually going to get it on this second try here. Give it a few shots, and then you'll eventually get the timing, and it'll be very easy from there. And once you're up here, there's a lot of different areas of the map you can access. If you just walk above these barriers right here, you're actually on like an invisible floating platform. Just keep walking above those where I'm shooting. And then right over the metal barbed wire, this will let you get on all the roofs over here. And you can see through them, the enemies can't see you. It's a really cool spot to be if you just mess around with your friends in private match. And then if you actually want to get down and play for real, it's easy. Just keep walking back the way you came. You can get on top of the barriers. You can go right down the way you came, or there's even more areas over here. I'm going to show you a different spot you can get in. And the areas that I'm actually seeing through, the opponents can't see you. It just looks like a concrete slab. If you run out of RPGs or you just don't want to jump to the very top, this is also a cool spot to snipe behind when you're just messing around with your friends. I'm going to flip perspectives here. As you can see, it's very hard to be seen unless you're standing straight up. I could see his head poke out. And that block that you have right there gives you a lot of cover. It usually takes 2 snipes to actually kill you. As I did get a hit marker there, and on the second one, it will finally get you. Coming in at the number 2 spot, it is going to be the map Crash. And just as I said a little bit ago, the top 3 maps, Crossfire, Crash, and map number 1, you can put them in any different order, but I'm sure all of you guys agree that these maps definitely belong in the top 3. And the thing to note is that this map is pretty much confirmed to be in the 10 maps at launch for Modern Warfare Remastered, as there's a lot of people getting gameplay on this map. It's just one of the most well-balanced maps. It has a lot of different lines of sight, and it's just a really cool map to play on. And as I mentioned earlier, I only got to play 2 public match lobbies today. Thank goodness that one of them was on one of my favorite maps, Crash. As you can see, I got a kill with the Desert Eagle for the helicopter. It's just such a fun gun to use. And then to close out this map, I'm going to show you guys just a couple clips from the most iconic camping spot from Call of Duty 4. And coming in at the number 1 spot, being the best map in all of Call of Duty 4, it's going to be Backlot. And as I said before, I'm pretty sure this map is going to be in your guys' top 3 as well. This is just the best map, in my opinion, in Call of Duty 4. Hands down, one of the best maps they've ever made. I wish they would remake this map for every single Infinity Ward title. And once again, let me know down in the comments below what maps I got right and what maps I got wrong. And then for those of you that are curious to what 6 maps were left off this list, I'm going to put them on screen for you guys right now. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. And if you guys are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a like on the video. It helps me out a lot. Be interactive in the comment section below, and also tweet at me on Twitter. It'll be down in the description. Give me ideas for future top 10s, top 5s. Until next time, we'll see ya.